Welcome back to the channel. I was talking to a friend the other day about wanting to make some sourdough bread, and it just worked out that my friend Kim brought this back from Alaska. How great is that? I was so excited about this, a little nervous as well, since I've heard some horror stories that sourdough can be difficult to work with. Let's hope that's not the case with this. So included in the envelope is the starter powder and a card that details the history of sourdough, how to prepare the sourdough, and a few recipes. So according to the card, in a container I went with glass, add in 2 cups of flour, then add in the sourdough powder. I mixed these two together and then I added in 2 cups of warm water. Give it a good mix with a wooden spoon. The card specifically says not to mix with a metal spoon. Then cover with plastic wrap and keep in a warm place for 36 to 48 hours, which should not be hot since I live in Panama. It's hot all the time. During the 36 to 48 hours, stir the mixture now and then. It smells so good, yeasty, much like fresh bread. Then after 2 days, cover with a lid and place into the fridge to rest. After a few days in the fridge, I go to check if the sourdough is still right, and I get such a fright. I found this liquid on top, so naturally I Google all possible reasons. First checking to see if the sourdough has gone bad, then I Googled why is there liquid on top of the sourdough, and then I found out that this is called hooch. Which apparently, according to Google, is very normal. Some say to stir the hooch in, since it enhances the flavor, while others say to discard the hooch. I was a bit hesitant, but I decided to add in a little extra flour. About a tablespoon, and I mixed it through without discarding the hooch. Then I placed the sourdough back into the fridge for a few days. Let me know in the comments if you have experienced this before, and what do you recommend I should do in the future if this happens again? After a few days, I decided to make some sourdough blueberry muffins. So I placed the sourdough on the counter to come to room temperature and form a few bubbles while I get the other ingredients ready. I started off with the crumble. In a bowl, add in a half a cup of flour, a half a teaspoon baking powder, a half a cup sugar, and give it a good mix. Then add in a 1/4 cup of melted butter and mix to form a crumbly dough. Set aside while we make the muffin batter. In a bowl with 1 cup of flour, add in a pinch of salt, 2 teaspoons baking powder, and a 1/3 cup of sugar. Give this all a good mix. Add in 2 eggs, a 1/4 cup of oil, and a 1/4 cup of milk. The sourdough should be bubbly by now, so measure out 1 cup of sourdough. And add it to the mixture. Mix to incorporate all the ingredients. Mix 1 cup of frozen blueberries with 1 tablespoon of flour. This just helps the blueberries not sink all the way to the bottom. Add them to the mixture and mix them in. Spoon the batter into lined muffin tins. Add the crumble on top and bake at 180 degrees Celsius for 25 to 30 minutes. Or you can make mini muffins and then bake them at the same temperature for 20 to 25 minutes. The card also says to replenish your sourdough once some has been used. So I used 1 cup of sourdough, so I will add in 1 cup of flour and 1 cup of water. Give it a good mix and place back into the fridge until needed again. While the muffins bake, here are some benefits I found about sourdough. It provides a few vitamins and minerals, it acts as a probiotic, it is considered a superfood, and it can help regulate blood sugar levels. But a con of sourdough is that it is a calorie-dense bread. Once the muffins have baked, allow it to cool completely, then enjoy. If you have any tips and tricks regarding sourdough, please leave them in the comment section below. And if you have a favorite sourdough recipe, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Who knows, I might make yours in the next video.